We're here today at E3 checking out Killer is Dead, the new game by Suda51, and we were fortunate enough to have him sit down and interview with us. What should fans who know your work come to expect from Killer is Dead?
I think for this title, the graphic is very unique. I think we were able to create a really interesting slash action game with different types of combos, execution moves, and the story is, I think, is something spectacular that people can really enjoy and immerse themselves into.
And what was your inspiration for Killer is Dead?
So I used to watch this samurai drama called Hissatsu. It's a series that's been going on for a long time, but the main character is a guy named Nakamura Mondo, and he is a government official by day, but at night he's a hired assassin. So I really loved that TV series, and I just took the Mondo from Nakamura Mondo and the whole concept and created Killer is Dead.
You've used a lot of assassins in your games. Why the fixation with assassins?
I think the biggest influence is I've been creating games since I was 24 years old, but before that I used to be a hired assassin. So using that experience really motivates me. Just a little bit, I'm sorry. I'm lying.
I read that you were an undertaker before you started your work in games. Is that true?
So I think when it says undertaker, people imagine something like grave, digging up the grave and whatnot, but it was more like a funeral. Because of that, I was around death a lot, like a lot of sadness. So it did give me thinking about what is sadness, like what is death, and then when you're coming to an action game, like assassins will be like really close to those kind of not professions, but just circumstances, which could have been the inspiration that what makes me create the games that I create today.
A lot of your games have deeper themes, like we discussed with death. What kind of themes are running in Killer is Dead?
So the theme of this game is love and kill, so I'm calling it the live and kill fantasy. But I want to create some kind of hyper reality that involves in a lot of different episodes in a lot of different ways. And I also wanted to concentrate on the moon, how it's the relations between the moon and the Earth. So there's a lot of spotlight and a lot of plot twists involving the moon.
What 3 words would you use to describe this game?
Kill, love, and fantasy.
Sounds like it's going to be kind of intense, huh? So you kind of have this reputation for making very creative, bizarre games. Have you ever thought of creating a game and using a fake name so people didn't jump to assumptions or conclusions about it beforehand?
Well, thank you.
Yeah, that sounds like a really interesting concept. That creating a pseudo name, watching how the market and user will react to the games that I create. That sounds really interesting. I'll probably call myself Suda52.
No one's gonna know it's you.
I don't think anybody's gonna notice.
Well, as we've established here, you have a sense of humor. What can we expect in Killer is Dead? Any examples you can give of anything crazy that we're gonna see? So
Mondo is a really serious character that he really takes his profession seriously, but because of his work, he's stressed out sometimes and you need to unwind and relax. So I implemented this mode called the Gigolo mode, where he gets to go to bars and hit on attractive women, and that really unwinds him.
Very nice. So right now we just had the announcements of the next console generation. You know, we got the Wii U, the PS4, and the Xbox One. Are you excited to enter a new console generation at this point? Do you anticipate any challenges with that?
I've been looking forward to all the consoles to be out, and I've been thinking about it for over a year, so I'm really motivated to take on this new challenge. Yeah, I have a lot of a concept in my mind that I want to utilize in the next gen console.
What would you say is the biggest lessons that you've learned from your past games going in, and what you've applied from that into Killer is Dead?
So this might not just apply just for Killer is Dead, but as for Grasshopper, our motivation is to keep creating new games, new IPs, and I think that's one of our missions, to provide new type of gameplay to users. So I think by creating new stuff, that sort of became our fortune, or our backbone of how to create games and how to look at games.
What feelings do you hope that players come away with after playing Killer is Dead?
So not only Killer is Dead, but in Killer is Dead, I want the player to have an experience that, of course, they enjoy, but something that they can bring back to the real world after playing, after stepping away from the game world, and something that like they can have a relationship with the real world and the game world, and for them to feel like, oh, I want to revisit Mondo again, and like start playing Mondo, the Killer is Dead again. Some kind of correlation like that.
I want to thank you for sitting down with us and chatting about The Killer is Dead. We can't wait for it, and look for it later this summer. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.